Show. It's the Lady V Show. It's the Lady V Show. What? It's the Lady V Show. It's the Lady V Show. It's the Lady V Show. What?
She's intelligent, she's inspiring, she's superior, she's motivational, she's exciting, she's understanding, and she caring. She talks about it all, she stands for our community, she represents the youth. She is that would-be Lady V. She's coming to the scene, not trying to be mean, but her show is real and there is no in between.
What? Lady V Show.
I've always stood for what I've known and believed in. I put God first, and I expect for others to understand what I'm saying when I say, if you put him first, he will show you the way. It's possible to let go of your faith. It's possible not to believe anymore. But what is possible is to continue to believe and have faith and hold on to everlasting love, which you will see by having faith and believing. I am Lady V. Hello. As you all know, I'm Lady V. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm coming to you today to talk about a few topics that's been going on around us, in our world, in our city, in our communities, in our workplaces, a few places actually, to be truthful with you. Right now we are going through a crisis, which is a government shutdown, and that means that the president shut the government down because he feels that he wants to build a wall to protect the people. The people meaning people like me, people like yourself, Mexicans, Latinos, Africans, Arabs, Burmese, Chinese, and the list goes on. My thing about this wall is I don't feel like he's building the wall to keep Mexicans out. What would be the purpose to keep the Mexicans out when they've been here all these years helping us? Helping the people, meaning people like me and you. So why would Trump want to build a wall with his name on it stating that he's protecting our country? How are you protecting our country when the border rates have completely went down since this talk came up about this wall? I feel like a wall shouldn't be built. I don't feel like a wall is going to do any justice. Only thing the wall is going to do is segregate us. It's going to divide us. It's going to separate the people. It's going to make people start thinking bad of other people. Everybody do crimes. Everybody has committed a crime. Everybody has done something wrong. Now, whether you've got caught for it, that's a different situation. But my thing is, you're saying this wall is going to do what justice for who? Your people? What people? Because from my recollection, the people that I vouch for, we're struggling daily and we're still unnoticed on certain situations that we choose to get ourselves involved in. So when you say you're building this wall, I would like to know the reasons. I would like to know, is this going to bring up the employment rate? Is this going to build more homes for our homeless people this way? I'm talking Fort Wayne, Indiana way, so I'm not on here to bash nobody, but what I am here for is for my people. And if I could run for president, I would. But you know what? Being that I don't have any political background behind me, I think I have a good chance because from what I hear, Trump didn't have political background in his portfolio, should I say, in his background. No, none of that. Now, you might be good with making money, but that's before you came president. So now that he's president, he's making judgment calls that a person who is for the people should not be making. If you're for the people, why would you divide the people? We can take it all the way back to Ronald Reagan. When he was asked about building a barrier or a wall, He said, no, what's wrong with bringing the Mexicans over here and just have them start paying taxes? I mean, honestly, what would be wrong with them to start paying taxes? Now, if they're against paying taxes when all our people have to pay taxes, then yes, then it's a problem. But then that's when you compromise. That's when you come up with the agreement. That's when you come up with something, to make the togetherness better. You don't say, oh, I'm putting up this metal wall and it's gonna be so many feet high and so many miles wide long. You're not doing anything. You're still dividing the country. That's gonna bring a war. That's gonna bring people down. You see what I'm saying? And that's not bringing your people up as a president that's running for the world, that's speaking for the world, that's for the people. That doesn't sound like something a president would do. And then you want to see, this is the thing. See, I'm addressing Trump because I feel that Trump is doing this intentionally to aggravate the people, to see how far he can push our buttons. But that's the thing. We cannot allow that man to push our buttons. Because why? Because he is human just like we are. That man has feelings as well. And if we all come together to go against this wall being built, I believe that we can take this a far way. Excuse my wording. But I really believe in my heart that if we, the people, stand together at this time, I feel that we can make a difference and that wall won't get built. Enough people stand on what they believe in and not dividing the country. I feel like, I feel like it'll work. I feel like what I'm saying to you is real, and I feel like, shoot, we got to do something. We got to impeach this man. Other than that, like, again, the government is on shutdown right now. So what does that do for the people tomorrow for payday? You know what I mean? Those people won't get paid. They're working for free. Just imagine what they're going through. They have to pay their mortgage. They have to pay their car notes. They have to pay their children's tuition. They have to pay the things that we have to pay down here. But the difference is we are a little bit different because we've been struggling and going through struggles all our lives. We've kind of became immune to a struggle, a sacrifice, how to make it without having it. I really feel that we can do it. And the population, a lot of the population that's on welfare is Caucasians, and the ones that's not on welfare or hasn't had the opportunity to have welfare, we know what it's like to go without. You see what I'm saying? So who's this challenge for? Is this challenge for the people up there, or is it challenge for the people down here? Because I believe after so many successful fails, we are going to come together. I really believe that we are going to come together. And all it takes is one person's voice to make it loud enough for everyone to hear and to understand what's taking place right now in our own country, in our own world, in our communities, in our jobs, in our cities, in our states. This is something big, and we need to be discussing these types of things. You need to be making a plan for your children. If something happens, have you made up a game plan where your kids and you are going to meet? Have you came up with a plan on how you're going to survive and where your food is? And are you stocking up on your water? Are you stocking up on the things that you need to prepare yourself for? That's what I'm telling my people. I'm not just going to pass out a message that I ain't researched or I ain't thought about or I ain't heard about or someone ain't brought to me to bring up. Yes, I believe that things can go bad if we don't get it together now. We could be not prepared. That, to me, is the worst thing that can happen to my people, meaning all people, because just because my skin is darker than yours doesn't mean we don't bleed the same color red. So my thing is if you bleed red, you need to start preparing and thinking about your future and how it's going to be lived, and the gateway, the plan, the route, the escape route for you and your children. You need to sit down with your babies and give them a plan and speak with them about what's going on and how serious it is to not lose faith through all this that's going on. That's the big picture that I'm trying to get y'all to realize. Keep your faith with the Lord. This is the time to really believe and really understand that the Lord is not going to put you in a situation that you cannot get out of. You see what I'm saying? It's either up or down. You choose which way you want to go. I'm Lady V. Continue to tune in. Peace.